Alright, what's up you bunch? It's Mr. Frost back with a brand new video on the internet. Today in this video, I am going to be talking about a TikToker who calls himself Nova Online or Novine Universe. And as you know, Nova is a very infamous and controversial lolcow, probably the most infamous lolcow of all time, in my opinion. And you have probably wondered how and why did he earn his place in infamy? Well, this is what that video is going to answer. I'm going to explain his history, his early life, his YouTube era, his TikTok beginnings, the fast food reviews, the Discord leaks, the pedophile allegations, and his current state as a lolcow. And at the end of the video, I'm going to give my opinion on the guy. So with all of that out of the way, let's get right into the video. Nova Online, whose real name is Gabriel Gage, was born in June 2004, which means he turned 22 just a couple days ago. He started uploading niche videos on YouTube in 2016, where he showcases landscapes across the United States, and soon he revealed his face in a Pokemon Cars video where he was trying to intimidate Jacksepticeye for some reason. Maybe he was just watching him a lot at the time.
My name is Ignana, and finally I can post real videos to my new LG style phone. So today I have an amazing video for you today. Merry Christmas to all. So I'm going to be showing you Pokemon figures I got for Christmas.
It's weird seeing him as a child before what he is now. It kind of makes me feel bad, but at the same time, you cannot feel bad for a pedophile. From what I'm aware, he was seen as the weird kid at school. I don't know that much about his personal life because I'm not him, but it is important to know that he was diagnosed with autism. Now, does that excuse his behavior that is present today? Absolutely not. Hell fucking no. And am I saying that's the reason he's like this? No, I'm not saying that, but it's important to know that his life was mostly online and he didn't have a social life in real life, basically. I believe social media was the reason he turned into the person today. I'm just kind of going off topic a bit. I'm gonna get back to the video. In 2020, Nova Online made his first TikTok channel, which I cannot find because it's been deleted. He began uploading food reviews on his TikTok. However, people weren't watching him because of the food. They were watching him because his voice was mockable and he just looked ugly. It was also around this time he beefed with another lolcow named Tofia Chu. I don't know who Tofia Chu is, but what I do know is she was calling Nova's uncle racist or some shit, and Nova called her racist too. In 2022, Nova Online gets exposed for having an adult baby fetish on Discord. Keep in mind, Discord is going to be a reoccurring theme here. In the leak, it was revealed that he would wear diapers and roleplay as an adult baby. And he even admits that he would intentionally shit in his diapers. If your reaction to this is, wow, Frost, that is so fucking disgusting. Good, that is the appropriate reaction to that kind of behavior because that is not normal. A year later, in 2023, Nova got exposed for speaking to a 14-year-old girl while wearing his diaper and sucking on a pacifier. Nova was 18 years old at the time, by the way, and the interaction became very sexual. He asked the girl if she
touched herself
even, and a video came out where he was singing Twinkle Twinkle Little Star in his baby voice.
Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder where you are, up above the world so high, like a diamond in the sky. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are.
You do so good.
Now, when this came out, people were obviously incredibly pissed off because pedophilia is, in my opinion, the unforgivable sin. So people were calling him out, but instead of addressing the elephant in the room, he cried to his Discord mods and friends for help, and he just completely refused to address what happened. To make matters worse, he and his mother got banned from their church because they found out about the pedophilia situation. Instead of just addressing it again, he went ballistic and completely crashed out on a TikTok stream.
I'm at my breaking point. You're effing trolls who have nothing else better to do!
He and his uncle would have arguments because his uncle wanted to help Nova and get his life back together, and Nova wasn't having it. Shortly after the leaks, Nova would start posting gym content, but the way he gymmed was completely wrong. The way he lifted weights was wrong. The way he punched punching bags was wrong. Everything about his exercise was wrong. 2024 saw Nova continuing his content as normal, like nothing happened, but people never forgot about the Discord incident because not all of us are retarded. In April of 2024, his TikTok got hacked, which made Nova announce he's quitting the internet, only for him to come back to the internet a week later. He made a new TikTok account and he labeled himself as a mental health advocate so people don't poke fun of him, which is such a shitty thing to do. Soon Nova would launch a Spotify podcast called Hours of Joy with a social media manager named Sia. Only thing is, Sia is 15 years old. Leaks came out and they showed Nova referring to her as his woman. He even told Sia that she had mommy attitude. He would send her a video of him holding his pacifier, and he asked her to recreate his favorite ASMR videos. In other words, he wanted her to kiss in the mic. Nova would dismiss it by saying she is in college, but he completely ignored her when she said she was 16. After the leaks, he tried to rebrand his podcast into KiwiCore, where he commentates about lolcows. The amount of lack of self-awareness is beyond anything possible. Nova would attempt to fix his reputation by going in a Discord group chat with YouTubers, Kiwi Tapes, and Smokey MCC, where in the call he would try to change the topic of the interview, where he would try to focus on his haters. Smokey and Kiwi would do some digging into Nova's Discord server, which contained minors. Nova claimed the server wasn't NSFW, but his girlfriend allegedly showcased her dildo collection on the server. Basically, Nova was lying. The server got hacked and it got shut down. Nova Online would start the year off of 2025 by following a Twitter user named BabyFurABDL Caregivers and Littles. What the fuck? His content remained normal, like his actions never happened, showing his lack of remorse. Nova would also begin to watermark his videos, both visually and auditorially, because he was afraid of people covering him. He decided, hey, I'm gonna watermark my videos so nobody steals my content.
Pepsi Wild Cherry Zero Sugar.
Exclusive property.
So
of the
let's
Novine
go
Universe
ahead
on
and
TikTok.
pour about half of. Sorry, my right arm's killing me, so I've
Exclusive
gotta be
property
careful.
of the Novine Universe on TikTok. Exclusive property of the Novine Universe on TikTok.
When you pirate a song, you download an MP3 from a website, you hear a voice at the beginning. It says, buy the single at blah 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 blah.com, and the song would begin to play shortly afterwards. I don't know, that's kind of what it reminds me of. Nova would soon release a new Discord server with a quote-unquote age verification, but all it had was a phone number verification. And children have phones these days. They have their own phone numbers, so this doesn't really verify age. An X account called Solidus Nova would leak information that Nova was friends with a 17-year-old girl on his server, and that Nova was admitting underage people into the server. The girl would come out saying she was friends with Nova when she was 15 and he was 19. What the fuck? It is revealed that Nova would talk about his predatory behavior with her, and Nova would do the same thing that he did with Sia to the girl, asking her to recreate his favorite ASMR videos and calling her mommy with his repulsive baby voice. This is now the third fucking time Nova has done something like this. Later on in 2025, Nova will receive harassment in real life. Now, despite Nova being a disgusting man, harassment is never appropriate. Please don't do it. If anything, that just makes two wrongs. It's highly unprofessional. In 2026, Nova revealed that he lost a lot of weight, 35 pounds in 2 months. A dramatic drop that could not be possible with the way he exercises, because as you can see in his newer exercise content, it's still shit. In my opinion, he probably used a drug like Ozempic, because in his food review videos, he still eats fast food junk. So with that on top with the low effort in the gym, I highly doubt that's how he lost weight. He likely used Ozempic or some shit. Now, I could stop here, but unfortunately, it gets much worse somehow. In March of this year, Nova's Pornhub profile got leaked, and yes, he uploaded real pornography. I never went to his page because why the fuck would I? Why the fuck would anybody want to see that shit? And if you are thinking about it, please don't do it. Do not go to anybody's porn. Don't watch porn in general. I've been saying this for years now. Nova would respond in a similar way to his past leaks where he would refuse to address the big giant elephant in the small living room. Nova would lash out and post his hit list to the internet, which include Sensitive Society, Smokey, Kiwi, Chin Universe, Bloodspeth, which is written in red and it's spelled fake Speth for some reason, and Tofia Chu with the middle finger. He still has resentment with her after all these years. In April of 2026, a streamer named Gideon has reacted to a video about Nova. Gideon is a predator catcher and he's actually gotten predators arrested. In the stream, Gideon learns that Nova needs motivation in order to shower.
If you can tell, but I've lost my motivation to shower and
I find comfort in.
I've lost my motivation to shower? I didn't know we had to get motivated to shower.
I hope Gideon can catch Nova doing a vile act, because that would actually be really good. Nova was featured on a Gideon stream. He would actually say that he wants to be a decoy. And you know what? I guess Nova really hates himself because he's going after his own kind. On June 8th, Nova's 22nd birthday, it is revealed that Nova was talking to a girl for a few years. The messages were leaked into a Twitter thread, and in the thread you can see the messages he had with this girl. He revealed his gaming setup, which makes my setup look like a fucking mansion, and he also really wanted this girl to give him a virtual hug using some app to make it possible, which uses your phone's sensor, and then when you hug your phone, the other... Man, it's so fucking... This is like Black Mirror shit. It's like something out of fucking Cyberpunk 2077. It's so parasocial. It's almost scary. At one point, Nova revealed to the girl that he harmed himself, quote unquote. What he did is he sent a picture to the girl of tape wrapped around his wrist, fatally tight. It's painfully obvious that's not how it works. All that's gonna do is reduce blood flow to your hand, which isn't good, but it's not life-ending. There's this one message where the girl said something personal. You can obviously tell she's going through some mental challenges, and Nova had the fucking audacity. He starts off good by saying he understands why, but then immediately afterwards he asks, "Want to play 4? Hey, you want to play 4? I know you're going through some mental challenges, but come on, let's drop into a fucking Tilted Towers and shit. Let's play OG mode. Actually, no, let's do reload." I don't even know what the fuck to say because this is the latest of Nova as of this video. I'm gonna keep it 100. This is the worst person I have ever covered on my channel. First up, he's built like one of those giant balloons you inflate using your hose from the backyard, the ones you can use as a bed. His hair is greasier than the pan I used to cook bacon with, and he sounds like his balls are going to drop 10 years from now. I discussed deplorable degenerates in the past, but this creature definitely steals the entirety of the pie. In my opinion, the pedophilia allegations aren't even allegations, they're fact. Anybody defending this is a failure of a Homo sapien and is the same levels of low as Nova. It's been proven time and time again he has sexted minors, which you saw in this video. Pedophiles are pretty much one of the few groups of people I have a seething hatred for. I don't care if they die, I don't care if they get burned alive, and I'll say it, that includes Nova. I view pedophile as an unforgivable sin. Why should you care if they die? They're pedophiles. They are the worst types of people because they go after the most vulnerable in the world, and Nova is one of them. So I don't think it should be controversial to say that I want this person punished painfully. That may sound harsh, but guess what? I'd rather be harsh because at the end of the day, he's a fucking pedophile. And in my opinion, That's unforgivable, and those types of people don't deserve to walk this earth. Anyway, sorry for the emotional bit at the end. I just could not stand it. Like, when I found out about Nova, I was like, man, I definitely gotta make a video on this guy. He's obviously doing some shit that's illegal. Sexting minors is a crime, by the way. Federal offense, because it's pedophilia. But anyways, that's gonna do the video. If you guys enjoyed and you want more content like this, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and yeah, I will see you guys in the next one. Have a good night. Peace.